Welcome back and welcome. If you're new to my channel, I'm your go-to for all things beauty and skincare. I haven't had any work done to my face, so you're getting real skin over 40. I'm age 49 for reference. My skin is combination sensitive and rosacea prone. Also tends to be dehydrated. It's fall where I live right now, so we're back into the swing of things with kids and family and work obligations, and it's just really busy at the moment. Goes without saying, getting a lot of sleep is a great way to combat looking older, but that's easier said than done. Although actually, my brother-in-law says that I could win an Olympic medal in my ability to take naps wherever and whenever, and I kind of prioritize my sleep above anything else, so I don't have that problem yet. And also, just a disclaimer, today's video is all in fun. It's just my opinion, and it's based on my own experience. Things that I was doing that I found were making me look older than I actually was. Which is why I thought I'd share a few skincare things and a few makeup things, but if these are things that you love to do and incorporate into your routines, as always, you do you. The number one thing, and I know I'm supposed to keep you in waiting suspense until the end of the video to know the first and foremost tip and trick that the YouTube algorithm likes is keeping people watching my videos for a long time, but never said I was a good YouTuber. You'll notice I kind of hate doing all those YouTubey things, and maybe it's why I am slow to gain subscribers versus other people, or maybe just my content's terrible, but it literally pains me to say like, share, subscribe, and do all the things with this video. So I just don't do it. Anyway, I'm kind of ranting today. I think I need another coffee. That's better. Back to the number one thing, your skin is dehydrated and no one's telling you about it. I often show this picture on my videos because honestly it was a turning point for me. This is in my early 40s and I think I look older than I do now at age 49. My skin is dull, dehydrated, lacking moisture, lacking luminosity, and I think it just exacerbates the look of the fine lines and wrinkles, especially around my eyes. One of those moments when I looked at that picture and I thought to myself, something in my skincare routine needs to change. And then I fell into the rabbit hole of skincare, and here we are today. As we age, our skin tends to get more dehydrated over time because our skin has a lessened ability to really hold and retain water into its skin matrix. So not using the right hydrating products and not locking in hydration can cause your skin to look dull and dehydrated and exacerbate the look of those fine lines and wrinkles. So what did I do to change it? Well, definitely changing up my skincare routine. I prioritize hydrating and nourishing and maintaining my skin barrier above all else. Remember, I also have rosacea, so I have two reasons to do this. I like to use hydrating toners and essences immediately after cleansing, and a nice, rich, thick moisturizer and facial oils as the last step in my evening skincare routines to really lock in that hydration overnight. I'll drop all my favorite products in these categories in the description box below, so feel free to comment and question about any of the products that I have listed there. Not only can I give you my experience, but other people in the comments section will give you their experience and recommendations as well too. But on to the second thing that might be making you look older, it's over exfoliation. And in fact, I could even back up and say step 1.5 is under exfoliation, because if you're not removing all the surface debris, dead skin cells, etc. from the surface layer of your skin, your nice hydrating products that I just talked about in step 1 aren't going to get into the deeper layers of your skin. You need to exfoliate, but don't overdo it. Because if you exfoliate too much, it can strip the skin of its natural moisture barrier, leading to dryness and irritation, which can then in turn cause your fine lines and wrinkles to be more pronounced. Also, your skin's going to look dry, it'll tend to look older, and irritated skin just never is a good look, is it? Trust me, I know, dealing with rosacea. So if you're scrubbing away too often, you could be actually speeding up the process of making you look older than you actually are. And just look at this picture where I completely damaged my skin barrier by over exfoliating and using a glycolic acid every day because I thought it was a toner. Can you imagine a toner? I shudder to think about it. I've done videos that I'll link below and at the end of this video of how I fixed that very damaged skin barrier. So hopefully this can serve as a warning so that you don't have to go through what I went through, because it took months, and I mean months, to bring my skin back into balance. So the point of this is to be cautious with your exfoliation routine. If you have very tolerant skin, you may be able to tolerate exfoliation daily. But for those of you who follow me who have similar skin to me that's very sensitive and rosacea prone, I just cannot tolerate exfoliating daily. So once or twice per week with a gentle exfoliant is all I need to reap all the benefits from exfoliation. I tend to prefer a liquid chemical exfoliant, and one of my favorites is from Paula's Choice. This is their 6% Mandelic acid plus 2% lactic acid. I literally used it last night, so I feel like it's giving me this glowing skin today. The third thing that's making you look older, and I think this one's obvious, and most of you who are familiar with my channel, you're just gonna groan and say, yes, we already know. But for those of you who are hearing this for the first time, everybody else chime in the comments how important this is. Just do not skip SPF or sunscreen as the very last step in your morning skincare routine. We've heard it a million times, but it's just worth repeating. Skipping sunscreen is a great way to accelerate the aging process because the sun's damaging UV rays are so detrimental to skin health. It doesn't just lead to dark spots, it can lead to damaged skin, sagging skin, increasing the look of your fine lines and wrinkles, not to mention an increased risk for skin cancer. So just incorporate a daily sunscreen as the last step in your morning routine and it's done. You don't necessarily have to think about it again. And I have been obsessed with this one. This is Beet the Sun by Krave Beauty. This has everything I love about Korean sunscreens, but it's an American skincare brand, ships to Canada now, which is also great. Great texture, and it gives the skin this nice dewy skin finish. Today, I'm literally wearing this sunscreen and a little bit of cover up under my eyes, around my nose, and on my chin, and that's it. No foundation and no powder. Speaking of foundation, it's tip number 4. The fourth thing that's going to make you look older is wearing tons of foundation. In my opinion. Many of us think that piling on full coverage foundation is going to hide all those imperfections, but in reality, heavy foundation can sometimes settle into those fine lines and wrinkles and also into your pores, making them more obvious. So doing in fact the reverse of what you want it to accomplish. It can also create this mask-like effect, especially if you're wearing something that has an open chest and you see people with this flawless kind of skin to here. Maybe they're blending it down their neck a little bit, but then you see the real skin across their chest and it just looks odd. And I do shame TikTok a little bit because a lot of the influencers and beauty influencers specifically on TikTok are showing you these full face glam makeup looks, which give me a break, I watch them start to finish as well. But it can give you the false sense that a full face of makeup looks good in every setting. But I think if you were to see those influencers walk outside of the lighting that they have in their beauty rooms and makeup studios, walk to the bus stop and be in natural light, it would look very different. Instead, just go for a light to medium coverage foundation if you really do like foundation, or opt for a tinted moisturizer or a tinted sunscreen. You know that I love mixing something like one of these into my moisturizer to give a bit of a bronze look to my skin, especially in the summertime when I feel like I want that summer glow without suntan. But my other tip is to use green moisturizers, and especially for those of you with rosacea, green counteracts red, so sometimes using a a green colored moisturizer can help even out that redness and even out your skin tone and look, eliminating the need for as much makeup. Maybe I'll do a full video on just green moisturizers. Comment below if that's something you're interested in. Add it to my list here. Do you have a list of things that you just simply never get around to? Kind of reminds me of the Pinterest days when I used to save all these pins of all the home improvements I want to do, and literally none of them got done. Me and inspiration pics and me actually achieving those things in reality, two different stories. Anyway, there's no segue from home renovations to my fifth and final thing that's making you look older, so here we go. It's using dark, heavy eyeliner. And more specifically, eyeliner that's not properly blended. Super thick, dark eyeliner can actually have the opposite effect and can kind of drag your face down and give you a more aged appearance, in my opinion. The harsh lines can just be too much, especially for everyday looks. I've literally changed my life by pretty much pitching my traditional eyeliners and just opting for eyeshadow instead. Today I use this palette, which I feel like I've talked about a lot on my channel channel. It's just been so good. The colors in it seem to be really great for my complexion. It's from ColourPop and it was relatively very cheap. And it looks disgusting and well used because I use it all the time. But I used mostly these colors for my eyeshadow. I used this color as my eyeliner, blended it in with a soft brush, which is literally game-changing. And then I added a little bit of gold on top of the eyeliner and then blended that out again. Doing all of that with just brushes, but honestly, using a brush like this to just blend out the eyeliner like this so it looks more smooth, I think just helps to smooth the look of your eyes, not draw a fierce attention to the look of the fine lines and wrinkles around our eyes. So let me know how you think I did with this look. I'll link a couple of videos I did recently on makeup tips. Disclaimer, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm actually terrible at doing makeup. So what little tips I can give you are coming from someone who doesn't really know what they're doing. So basically, if I can make my makeup look good, so can you. Those are my 5 things that were aging me and how I fixed them, hoping it's gonna help you too. Aging gracefully, in my opinion, is all about making subtle little differences and adjustments that can make a world of difference in our overall appearance. Drop your tips to age well in the comments section below. If you haven't watched these videos, be sure to watch them next. Thanks as always for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous day.